2023 Street Glide CVO. Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker down here at LOESS Hills Harley-Davidson in southwest Iowa, and check what they have out for us this time. Now they just kind of pulled this out and I saw it sitting here and went in the door and asked them if I could take it for a spin. And you know, there was absolutely no way that was going to happen, right? Well, guess what? We get to put a couple miles on her. So I'm going to gear up and we are going to go for a spin. Wahoo! Okay, this is an insane piece of luck we've had, my friends. 121 cubic inch engine, that's 1977 cubic centimeters. This thing puts out a whopping 115 horsepower, 131 foot-pounds of torque. I think that's 181 newton meters, let's say. How do I start this thing? Well, let's take a look at it. 12.5 inch flat screen dash. Look at that, CVO. It's got the longer, wider, leaner tank. Look at the crosses in there, just gorgeous. We'll take a look at that when we get back. You have to take a special class to understand how these things work, so we're not going to mess with that. Just look at this. Oh wow, phenomenal. Look at the mirrors on the end there. I like it. I like it. The big question is, how do we start it? You know, that seat feels really good too. I like that. Okay, let's try this button here. Everything lights up to life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that screen. Look at that screen. And that's adjustable. You can do all kinds of things with that. I don't know how to do it. Like I said, this is a video of opportunity. I simply showed up and asked, and they're allowing us to do it. I'm amazed. I'm absolutely amazed. Heated grips, ABS, traction control, the time. We're in street mode. It has rain mode, road mode, sport mode, and a customizable mode. It has at least those four. Bluetooth connectivity. There's a battery there. I'm not sure what that's for. Voltage meter over yonder, tachometer right there, fuel gauge over there, gear indicator, big old gear indicator right there. The heated grip switch is right here on the end. Instead of a knob, it's a button now. That's on, that's middle, that's low, and that is off. And we want it off today. Oh, and look at this, my friends. It's a drawer, and there's a charger in there. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The transmission, the drum in the transmission has been reworked, so it's supposed to shift smoother and better. Here we go. Wahoo! Amazing. 2023 Street Glide CVO. It's got a different feel to the clutch. It's the same, but it's different. I don't know how to explain that. The lever is superb. The feel is excellent. It's got a good friction zone. I think the clutch is slightly lighter. Beautiful. Let's take her back here and see what we can do. LOESSHillshD.com. There's also a LOESS Hills Harley-Davidson YouTube channel, and you really should check that out. They've got all kinds of good content, and they're very up to date. Look at how this handles here. Look at that. Just a breeze. You know, it feels like it has a much lower center of gravity than the other. I drove a regular street glide it was a road glide last week. This thing seems to have a much lower center of gravity. I know this bike is supposed to be something like 30 some odd pounds lighter, and they took all the weight off the top, off the, you know, out of the fairing and out of the triple trees and things like that, and you can really feel it. The seating position is very interesting. They did something with the seat, I guarantee that. There's something about how the bike sits. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, if y'all are in the market for a new or used Harley-Davidson, get yourself down here to LOESS Hills Harley-Davidson, LOESSHillshD.com. These guys can help you out. Wahoo! What a treat. Seating position, straight back, hips and knees level. I love the way my feet feel slightly higher than the road glide we were on last week, but just slightly. Heel below my knee. This bike has a very interesting feel. The brakes are 320mm dual disc Brembos on the front, 4 piston calipers. Absolutely gorgeous. They feel great. This is a little sand there. The rear brake is a 300mm disc with, I think, a dual pot Brembo. I love the way this thing feels. This new engine has a new variable valve timing system. It's supposed to help it run cooler, produce more even torque throughout the power range, and more power, of course. What a great day for a ride. We can't hammer on it. It's a brand new bike. But look at that. It just picks right up. Wow, does it pick right up. That is amazing. Amazing. I love this. I just love this. Phenomenal. And look at this. I'm getting very minimal helmet buffeting at all. I just love that. That actually smooths it out. Okay, that is the limit of our ride today, my friends. They're kind enough to lend it to us, so we gotta respect the rules, right? Thank you, Les Hills Harley-Davidson. Thank you, Les Hills Harley-Davidson, a lot. Check out their website, leshillshd.com. Check out their YouTube channel, Les Hills Harley-Davidson. What a privilege it has been. Listen to this. It's got a unique sound. It's different. Can you all tell that? Does that come across in the GoPro? I like it. Wow. What an amazing machine. What an amazing machine. The new Omega front end. Okay, we're going to put this camera up and let's do a quick walk around. Wahoo! All right, y'all, let's go through the numbers right quick, okay? 121 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine. That's 1977 cubic centimeters, 115 horsepower. Check that thing out. Isn't that just gorgeous? 139 foot-pounds of torque. That's 189 newton meters. Wheelbase 64 inches. That's 1626 millimeters. Seat height, and I can't believe it felt so much lower than this. 28.1 inches. That's 714 millimeters. Fuel tank, 6-gallon fuel tank. That's 22.7 liters. And weight on this hot rod, this massive beauty, 862 pounds. That's 391 kilograms. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, I'm not ready for this review, so I'm just going to give you my off-the-cuff view of the whole thing. We're just going to kind of start at the front and work our way back. Check those out. 320 millimeter disc, floating, Brembo calipers, 4-piston, radially mounted, dual disc, by the way. And look at that wheel. I couldn't find a name for those wheels. It's a tubeless tire with spoke wheels. It looks so complicated and so airy at the same time. Just a beautiful thing. Just check that out. Isn't that amazing? Metal fender. The forks are Showa 47 millimeter inverted forks. I'm not sure of the travel. Look at that. They've got these little protectors here to protect the tubes. That's just gorgeous. I love it. I just love it. Oh, they got that texture. You gotta get down here and see this bike. Just amazing. The metal fender. There's both a radiator and an oil cooler down here. You know, the heads are cooled in some special way. The heads have been changed in quite a ways to increase the efficiency. The compression ratio has been raised because they've been able to cool it better. Jumping up here, air deflectors, the Omega light system here. Look for the blinkers, my friends. Can you find them anywhere? They're right here on both sides. Absolutely amazing. I love the color. I love the striping. Look at that. Jumps back, twirls around. Absolutely beautiful. This Harley-Davidson thing in the center. Little shorty fairing on the top. Wow, just jumps at you. Let's stick with the fairing. Mirrors on the end, speakers here. We've got this thing here for opening and closing the airflow. And we use that, and the airflow actually smoothed out on my helmet when I opened that up. That was a really neat feature. 12.5 inch screen. That's 400% larger than the last screen. And let's turn that on. Check that out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Very bright. It adjusts for brightness from night to day and things like that. All the information, and there's different options for what you can look at, different ways you can do things here. Warning, side stand down. Isn't that amazing? I already talked about the little drawer earlier. Just gorgeous. Just running back a little ways on the engine here. New big box intake. The thing breathes so much better. They had to increase all of the size right here. The engine, of course. Again, look at the contrast here. Everything's blacked out except the milled fin ends. And now, instead of chrome rocker boxes and pushrod covers, they're black chrome, just like the pipes. Check out those black chrome pipes. Absolutely amazing. Another thing to look at on the pipes is I think they are larger than they were before. I really do. They seem to be bigger. Whether they are or not, I don't know. They're just things of beauty. Just real things of beauty. One thing to note right away, variable valve timing. When I was looking at this online, this looks like it really sticks out, and I will tell you that it does not. It's almost minimalist, you know. Very interesting. Harley 6-shooter transmission, of course. I love this. Is all stock with the CVO. I mean, isn't that just, that looks top notch, next level stuff, doesn't it? Even the passenger peg. Check it out on this side. Ah, look at that. The big old shifter with a heel shifter included. Hey, there's the horn. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. The four coil pack, you know, it's a 2 plug per cylinder item. This is kind of cool while we're back here. This is adjustable preload. You don't have to take the bags off to adjust the preload anymore. Now, something that is going to be really hard for me to get across in a video, and a very good reason for you to get down here to Loess Hills, is the look of this tank. It seems longer, it seems leaner, but yet it also seems taller and beefier. It's got a real interesting look, you know? Just check that out. I don't know how they do it. It's 6 gallons. Now check out the labeling here, the badging. Very well done, very well done. And something I was noticing when I was looking at that, note these edges here. You know, this has got a triple bend or a double bend here, but note these edges. Now come over here to this right here. Same thing, same triple bend, same double layer of bands here. These bags have been increased out a little bit, and I think they've been increased inwards a little bit. And the reason I think that is looking inside, this has been stepped around for the shock, and of course this is bowed out. You can actually see that. Very well done. One touch, look at that, one touch. Speakers in there, gorgeous. And just check out that rear end. You know, again, the taillights, the blinkers, everything right there. Everything right there. I see a bright future for things that are going to happen right through here. There's a lot of options, a lot of things a person can do. Just gorgeous. Of course, there it is, LoessHillsHD.com. There's their phone number. Beautiful Loess Hills, Iowa. Interstate 29, exit 35. Loess Hills, Harley-Davidson, you can't miss it. Beautiful Loess Hills over yonder. Just a machine of wow. Everything about this is wow. Now, I'm going to go home and do some homework, and I'm going to see what else I can learn, and maybe we can do another video later on. I want to thank Loess Hills Harley-Davidson for the privilege of riding this beautiful machine. I'm so impressed with it. It's just been a treat. Life is good. Now get yourselves out there and ride, my friends. Ride down to Loess Hills Harley-Davidson. Wahoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The sound of thunder, the sound of thunder echoing through the Loess Hills of Iowa. Wahoo! I like it. Look at those beauties. Beautiful, beautiful. Hot dang.